So, what are those things? I mentioned them earlier. The planning, the designs, if you need environmental reports, feasibility studies might be able to be financed, your engineering design, your preliminary engineering reports, your submittals to TCEQ. You can probably get your fees to the counties and stuff like that reimbursed as well for any development permits, as well as obviously the construction itself. You're probably going to have, and that was kind of going to the point, you may have to put up to 20% down from other funding sources on your project, which was why I was bringing up if you're going to get tap fees recouped, you could recoup against that 20% and then come in, through that developer agreement and then, pay the rest of this off through some of that other options. Like I said, interest rates are usually at or below, so it's super competitive. And if you're a disadvantaged community, you're likely to qualify for principal forgiveness. So, what are some phases to get your development? So I want to go through like what would you do? Okay, so you've got your upfront internet engineering. You'll do your initial studies, feasibility, which are required for your application to submit not just to TCEQ for any wastewater plants, but as well as to the Texas Water Board. So they'll review it and they'll commit. They'll either have comments, they'll commit, they'll say, hey, you change some stuff, and they'll lock in their rates similar to like a mortgage on your house. If you ever put in for a mortgage, that you lock your rates 30 days out before you actually close. So once they get that approved, you can get more of your engineering and more of your planning costs reimbursed. They can start helping you pay for the construction, which some of the payments that they're going to release are going to be tied to milestones on the project. So, for example, we got our mobilization done, or we've got the another one would be like we have all the site grading. Have we poured all the foundations? Do we have the yard piping done? Things like that. And then as those milestones are met, you get recouped, and they close it out, and you've got a closed out loan, and the project moves on and starts servicing the development area. I'm not going to go through this again. This was talking about payback credits, things of that nature.